Hello dears, welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. It's me, Anna, with you here. And today we're at home. It's very cold right now in the morning. There is a lot of wind outside on the beach, so we decided to stay here with our lovely snowman accompanying us today in the video. And of course, we'll be talking about the latest situation update in Spain, what's going on, what's up with the green certificate here in general, not only in our region, but in Spain. Is it already on? If some regions are still waiting for the approval, we'll be talking about the price increase as well here in Spain and how it affects us, how we can try at least to spend slightly less money on Christmas, on products, on everything that we will be preparing for the holidays, and also about some festive days that are coming right now, right before Christmas. Let's start our video. So first of all, I want to say that the situation here in Spain, it's slightly getting worse. I don't want to say it's out of control because it's not. But still, if before we used to have like 10,000 more or less cases daily, right now we have already 14,500, which went like just from one day to the other from 10 till 14. It's like more than 4,000 difference basically. But anyhow, we're still not panicking. The government is not panicking, so it kind of seems all right and a reasonable thing, especially after fiestas. There was fiesta here in Benidorm, and different cities had their own local fiestas as well, like festive days. So I kind of feel that it was something that we were waiting for. We knew this might happen, and here it is. The index also is growing, and right now it's 234 cases per every 100,000 people. And it's something that would be worrying us with the last measures, previous restriction measures and the light system. But since right now we have changed it, we are still in medium risk. So up until 300, we are still in medium risk. So it's kind of fine with us. The new variant, as a lot of you guys said, it's true that these are just like confirmed cases, in some areas, but obviously there's a lot more of them because not all people get tested, especially if they go by social security. Some people are just not tested. Some people are just stay at home, and then at the end they just go and test if they're positive and negative. Like a bunch of people, like almost all of them, they're not tested for which variant it is, unless they say like, well, I was traveling. But if they don't say it, they don't know if it's that one or the other one, the previous one. So it's something that is here. They say that this new Omicron variant probably will be a dominant in like 2 months' time, more or less. But the good news is that as we've been talking about it, right now the experts also consider it's like preliminary results, primary results. They're saying that vaccines still protect, even though this is like very mutated variant, it's our bodies, like our health is still kind of protected from the high risk virus, like from having severe symptoms. So it still works. Vaccines are kind of still working, which is what they said right now. Basically, it's already in some newspapers here in Spain, which is a great thing. I mean, it's great that this is still working. It's something that a lot of people were afraid of. And it's something that made a lot of people panic, not only here in Spain, but in a lot of other countries. There was a huge panic about this. They were making like a huge elephant out of the small fly. There is a phrase like this, like don't make an elephant out of the fly, which means that you just make from a small, tiny problem, you make like a big one, giant one. So yeah, people here are calming themselves down slowly but surely, the government kind of as well. No new restrictions on the horizon just yet, which is a great news. Although we do have the green certificate already. Today is the day when we are having the green certificate, and it's something that it's just started here in Valencian region. We will see how it will be going on, if places will ask it. If not, I'm going to be making a special video today for you guys, probably the second half of the day, which will be out tomorrow on Saturday. We will be heading maybe to several even bars. We will see. I need to search for those who have maximum capacity higher than 50. and go there and see if they actually ask for the green certificate, or when you go inside, specifically inside to take a drink or to grab a snack, something, or if they won't do that even though it's obligatory. It's just for you to know how it's working or not working here in the area. So we'll do that experiment with you today, slightly later, and you'll see it tomorrow. There are a few other regions that are still waiting. Andalusia got it rejected because they did not put the maximum time that they want to implement this measure, but they are re-asking for it again, and the Supreme Court has said that if they put a date on it, like the end date, then they will approve it. So in Andalusia, it's going to be starting like in the next few days as well. They have it in Catalonia, they have it in Balearic and Canarian Islands, north parts of Spain, like it's in a lot of different areas here in Spain already. Madrid not, because Madrid, as you know, they don't like restrictions. They don't like any kind of measures. They feel that they will be okay without it. So we will see what will be happening. In general, the situation is still approximately the same as it was, with no major changes. People are still arriving. I still see, even here in Albir, I see people with suitcases. People are traveling. Of course, with all necessary precautions, but a lot of people are still choosing to come for their holidays to our region. The next news that I wanted to share with you is how things in terms of prices are changing right before festive days are coming, right before Christmas and New Year. Right now, the products that are getting more and more expensive each day, and products that the most increase of a price have, are, of course, meat, fish, seafood products, which is something very typical for holidays, eggs, some pastas, and of course, especially red shrimps, which is something that's very typical for the Christmas and like festive table here in Spanish families. So all this, they went up from 10% up until 30%. The shrimp went up by 30%. The price is just crazy. I don't know where all this will end up at. I don't know how the end will be and up until when the prices will rise. Hopefully it's not going to be much, because everything will just collapse. I mean, if people will not be able to buy things, they will start to steal things. There will be a lot of problems. And I just hope that the government will end up with some kind of idea to stop all this from happening and to start recovering. There were a very interesting thing. There were 3 products that lowered in price, which are carrots, which are golden apples, like the variety golden, and also quite a few things in there. But the majority of products still went up in price, at least by quite a few cents. The only thing what people are doing here, like tips that people are giving to other people to save up some money and not to spend so much on holidays, and in general for like daily products that we need to eat and to survive, is basically to go to cheaper supermarkets like Lidl, Aldi, Dia might be, for example. Or if you don't want to do that, just go for offers, go for discounts. Shop for like white brands, you know, like basic brands, like Lidl. Mercadona has its own brand as well, which is way cheaper, and products are very, very good. We were talking about this a few days ago as well, that these products, they are produced on the same factories and same places that branded ones are, the majority of them. So it's still great quality. It just doesn't have a label on it that is world famous, you know. So basically, a lot of these products are still great, and people are changing and choosing these ones over the branded ones to save up at least a few euros in their basket, because people are not in a place where they can spend a lot of money right now, to be honest with you guys. Let's stay positive and hope for the best, that it's not going to be happening for a long time. The last news that I wanted to share with you all is that not only Christmas is coming, but before then, we have right now, starting from the evening of today, we have a huge puente, which means like a bridge, which are 5 days of pre-festive days. I would call them like this, because on the 6th of December, here in Spain, there is a bank holiday. Everything will be closed. So if you're coming on this date, bear in mind that 6th of December, nothing will be open, literally nothing, not even supermarkets, except for maybe 24 hours ones. So if you're coming, do things that you need to do previous days or the day after. Banks will not be working. Pharmacies, except for emergency pharmacy, will not be working either. No institutions, shopping centers will be closed. Like a lot of places will be closed on that day because it's the day of Spanish Constitution. Also, today is the last day children go to school up until next Thursday, which is when they will be back. So they have quite a good amount of days off, being able to enjoy outside fresh air, spending time with their parents, relatives, and loved ones. So a very important thing to mention is that on the 6th of December, since it's a bank holiday, public transport, it's not going to be operating as it is on a normal work day. The timetable will be the one that they use on a weekend and festive days, which is very important, especially if you will be here as tourists in Benidorm or any other town in Spain. Check the timetable for festive and weekend days, because this is the one that will be operating on the 6th of December, just in case, to avoid you going late to some important places, like it might be train station or airport or things like this. But in general, this day is when people will just be spending time outside, going somewhere to eat, because bars and restaurants will be open on that day. Because it's when they get like a lot of money, because basically people are just going outside to spend the day out, and obviously they use bar and restaurant service. Although this year it's not as clear with this green passport, green certificate that we will have, if this will be the case, but since it's not obligatory on the terrace, I don't see why not. I think a lot of people will be going to the terraces and they'll be quite full, and the inside parts will be quite empty this time. And people will still be going out, spending some money. So all these like food services will be available on the 6th of December as well. Night pubs and clubs will also be open on that day. Only just like public service businesses will be closed by law, because they just cannot open on a bank holiday important like this. Although I think Chinese shops also open up until police come and say that they need to be shut down. But in general, Chinese shops, they don't close, never ever. They don't spend even one day closed, even when they need to, just because they want to earn as much money as possible. So this is basically what will be going on. Here, they're not going to be like a festive celebration on the day 6, but in Alicante, there will be a very big firework from the Santa Barbara's castle at 8 p.m. Spanish time on the 6th of December once again. So people will be able to head to the beach in Alicante and just watch this amazing view. It's going to be epic. It's going to be huge. First time ever it's going to be as big, and it's also going to be colored specifically as per colors of our flag. So nice event upcoming on this festive day, and a lot of people will be heading there to enjoy it. Basically what's going on here today, not much more news. We are just relaxing, waiting for the weekend and a few festive days to come to spend it with the family, enjoy the weather, go out anywhere. And the best thing is that the weather will be just ideal to do so. Talking about the weather, this is what's expecting us during this weekend. Not much going on, just a few clouds, some rain on the north parts of Spain, and might be some snow in the mountains. But as you can see, our area will be sunny, lovely, and warm as well, which is also very important. On Sunday, it's true that there's going to be some more rain, like all the north half of Spain will be covered in rain and clouds. But once again, our area should be okay, and it should not be raining in here. In terms of temperatures, they're more or less the same. They just go down on the north parts and some central areas of Spain. But here, more or less 18, 19 degrees, especially on the sunshine. If not for the strong wind that we have today, which is why we are in alert in our area, that would be just perfect weather if not for this cold winter wind. So as I've said, here it's going to be 18, 19 degrees in Benidorm, in Alicante the same, in Barcelona 14, in Granada 15, Malaga 18, Sevilla 16, Madrid 10, Murcia 17 degrees, Balearic Islands just 14 because it will start getting cloudy and it will rain probably on Sunday there every now and then, not all the entire day long. And in Canarian Islands, it will be 21, 22 as usual, perfect weather in there. Valencia just 17 degrees because it's slightly towards the north from us. And the water temperature is still of 18 degrees, which is why there are still sunbeds on the beach. People are still enjoying them and taking them to have a nice, relaxing time on our Benidorm beach area. This was it for today, my dears. I hope you enjoyed watching today's news video, and I'll see you tomorrow, Saturday, with our special experiment in Benidorm. Are they really asking for COVID passports, or are they not in bars here in Benidorm? Let's figure it out tomorrow. Bye.